Go.
I wanna be a cup of Joe, first sip in the morning.
Alright, so let's get into some comments, everybody. Matthew Jannernoff says, I'm serving with Net Ministry Ireland and am on the road team. This means that I am essentially living out of a van besides living in host homes as we travel. So I cannot tell you enough how much this has caused me to get annoyed with a lot of the crap that I brought in my suitcase. My suitcase is so heavy, and going back home for Christmas, I remembered all of my other belongings. You really begin to need less living in a van because you don't have the space. I don't think we realize how much the amount of space we have influences how many things we think we need and how much clothing we think we need. You cannot serve God and money. Stay radical, everyone, and God bless. Matthew, I absolutely love this comment. This is so true. We don't realize just how much space we have just influences us sometimes. If you live in a big house, you're naturally just going to start filling it with things, buying more furniture. You've got a big closet, you're going to start filling it with more clothes. When you're traveling around like Matthew is, you suddenly realize, what? I'm literally living out of a suitcase for months. Why do I need all that other stuff? One idea I've heard before, and I love this, of how to realize what you need is just go camping. Just go camping or go traveling, go on a trip, stay there for a while, and that's all you need, what you brought. You probably don't even need as much as you brought, like Matthew's finding. He has less stuff than ever before, and it's more than he needs, right? Why do we need all this stuff? Go on a trip, come back and look at your house and say, what is all this? Why do I have all these books and movies? I'm not reading them, I'm not watching them. Why do I have all these pots and pans, all these dishes? I'm not using a lot of this stuff. So, Matthew, I love it. Thank you for your comment.
Cup of Joe.
Karen, that makes me think of the Star Wars movie. What's his name? Kylo Ren. Are you related to Kylo Ren, Karen? Says, this made me realize that we keep backups of things. I have 3 coats. 3. I only have 1 body. And wouldn't the other 2 rise in value if they were someone else's only coat? Yes, I love it. This is exactly my mentality. I have a hard time actually getting rid of backup clothing items. I only really wear 2 outfits. It's hard for me to let go of things like extra pants or extra shirts because I'm like, well, what if this one gets ruined or something like that? But when you are holding on to that stuff, you are depriving someone else from having it. You just are. So if you're not using it, let it go. Thank you, Karen.
Cup of Joe.
Charity Phillips says, I want to see the cat. Come here, Kettles. Oh, that's okay. Here's Kettles. This is our cat, Kettles. So when we moved into this house, we actually inherited Kettles and his brother, Prince Philip. I never wanted pets. When I was a kid, we weren't allowed to have pets. We had no pets except a hamster, or gerbil rather. And I always said, Mom, when I grow up, I'm going to have pets. It's going to be great. And then I grew up and realized, now I see why you don't have pets. They are a lot of work. I like to be able to just go on a trip, right, for a week and not have to be like, oh, someone's going to need to take care of the cat. We actually tried to take them to a shelter, and the shelter said no more cats. We're just not taking any more cats.
Cup of Joe.
Party of 9 says, I must admit, Joe, I am like you. I have the same struggles this Lent. I will definitely try that grayscale. I don't watch TV, have no social media, but YouTube, oh dear. Let's get up and try again. Yes, exactly. See? I don't have Instagram, I don't have Facebook, none of that social media stuff. Snapchat, who needs it? But YouTube is my weakness, is my downfall. Look at that. My phone is just black and white. Everything, it's just gray. Everything. It's great. My kids don't like it. They look at my phone, they're like, oh, come on, that's lame. I'm like, yeah, it's lame. That's the point. So I talked about that in my last video to help simplify and keep you from not looking at your phone. There's also an extension you can get for Chrome, which makes YouTube not show you suggested videos on the side. And you don't see your subscriptions or like anything of that on the side. So if you're watching a video, it's just the video and the comments underneath it. None of that side stuff, which is like amazing because that's what sucks you into the rabbit hole. You're like, oh, that looks interesting. Oh, this person has another video. Oh, hey, oh, hey, ho. If you are a user of Facebook, this one I sent to my wife because she's trying to cut down on the excess Facebook scrolling type thing. You can also get an extension, I think, for Chrome that will get rid of your news feed and it blurs out stuff. I'm not really sure because I don't use Facebook, so I'll try to put links down in the description there for those because, I mean, we could all use less Facebook and less YouTube in our lives. Am I right?
Cup of Joe.
So I made a video about what to do when your spouse or your kids are not minimalist, your family's not on board with minimalism. And Forgive and Love '09 says, from experience in my own marriage, the most powerful way I can influence or inspire my non-minimalist husband is without any words. I do not speak of his stuff at all anymore. I tried that a few years ago and it makes everything worse and not peaceful. He is on his own journey to find peace, contentment, and clarity for his life purpose. Right now, in their mind, it gives them more peace to cling to their unused things. We must be patient and maybe even accept that they may never arrive to be content with less stuff. I love this comment, so I suggest going to that video. I pinned this comment up to the top. Read the whole thing. It's so good. This is such a good message because example is the best way to lead. It's the best way to convince someone. If we live a more peaceful life with less stuff, they're eventually going to maybe start cottoning on to that, but we have to accept they may not. And you're absolutely right. They're on their own journey. We need to let them be on that journey without trying to push them. Yes, awesome. Thank you.
Cup of Joe.
Cecily Haig says you have stopped shaving everything this Lent. I remember you used to shave all of your facial and head hair every year. Rachel TK says you didn't shave your head this year. So yes, this is true. I'm not really sure, to be honest, why I didn't. I mean, I'm going to give you the reasons why I think, but it wasn't 100% a conscious decision, which is weird for me because last year I tried to not shave my head. I don't know how long I've been doing this, a few years now. And last year I tried for Lent. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to keep the hair. I'm keeping it. And a couple days into Lent, I was like, this doesn't feel like Lent. I need to shave it all. And the reason I did it, I would shave all of my beard and the hair on my head to be reborn, to symbolize dying to myself because I like having hair. It keeps me warm. It looks better than not having hair. So it was a sacrifice. And I don't know what happened this year. I've always wondered if part of me doing it was a pride thing, like, oh, look at me, I'm not attached to my hair. People ask me, what, oh, I'm giving up my hair for Lent. So I've always wondered if there was too much pride connected with it. And I still don't know the answer to that. So that's one kind of reason is I'm testing that out and kind of letting go my pride because I knew some of you guys would ask, right? Hey, isn't that a thing that you do? It's hard because I don't want to get trapped in this is what I always do. Yet a part of me likes that. That's like this steadfast, like this is what I do for Lent every year, give up the hair. Another factor that's playing into this, and I'm going to talk more about this in later videos, is I am in the process of discerning and joining a third order confraternity, and I'm going to talk in other videos about what that all means, but it's going to take me a few years to get in, and it's really intense. And so something I was thinking of that would be cool to do is actually grow out my hair for a few years and then shave it all once I'm in. Once I join the confraternities, because the more hair I have, the harder it is for me to let go of it. For me, this is short hair. Like this is like the minimum length of what I like my hair to be. Of course, this is like the maximum length of what Aaron likes my hair to be. So I'm thinking I might grow it out as I take my discernment process and the process that it's taking me to join the confraternity, and then in the end, shave it all away and be reborn. But Lent is still young. I could still reach the point where I say, I need to shave it. But I don't know. It just, this year, I just decided not to. It feels right somehow. That doesn't mean it is. I'm still wondering if maybe I'm being lazy or selfish or vain because I do like having hair. I do like having longer hair. So I don't know if it was the right choice, but it kind of just felt right this year to not do it. Maybe next year I'll shave it again. Maybe this Lent I'll still shave it. Or maybe I'll go until I get into the confraternity. Remember, we gotta question everything, even if it's the practices that we did because we were questioning. So before I was questioning what was I questioning? I guess I was questioning how attached am I to my hair? And am I willing to let it go? And for a few years now, I've seen that I am. So now, am I willing to let go of the pride associated with that people are going to be expecting it? I've set myself sometimes on this pedestal of I don't wear shoes. I shave my head in Lent. I'm so detached. So I guess this is my way of kind of pulling back from that a little bit and letting go of some of that pride. Sorry to ramble. I'm like I'm actually like, thinking and processing this before your very eyes. So enjoy that glimpse. Speaking of glimpses, Dilcy Ketty says the short version is cooler, but it was fun to see you are not hyperactive and can actually stand or sit still when not on camera. So I accidentally uploaded a 45-minute version of my last video. I uploaded it without the edits. I accidentally uploaded the original, just 45 minutes. Oh man, I feel so bad for anyone and you guys were amazing. I got some like nice comments on the video as if like it wasn't horribly horrible to watch because you got all of me sitting there and thinking and like looking things up online, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for anyone who sat through that or tried to, thinking that I was seriously expecting you to. That was not my intent. I will not put you guys through that. Comment below if you watched that 45 minutes all the way through, and you are going to get a gold star. You are going to get the Shoeless Joe, foot of approval.
Cup of Joe.
Maybe that needs to be a thing on this channel. You have received the Shoeless Joe footprint of approval. Yeah, foot stamp. I don't know. Dr. J. Barron says, hey, Shoeless Joe, any cup of Joes on the horizon? I miss them. So, Dr. J, this one was for you. And for everyone else who missed them, I missed making them. I was thinking, would you guys be interested? Would anybody interested in doing a live chat? I've been a part of some live chats lately, and I think they're kind of cool and fun because I'll be live and you guys can comment and we can have kind of a conversation. I don't know. Maybe it would be cool. Maybe not. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested and want to hang out with me via the interwebs. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day. This has been your Cup of Joe.
Ooh, la la la. 5 in the morning, I got my cup of Joe, and I'm sitting here beside
Love you, bye.
Lake Ontario.